Dear students, in the last class we have studied some of the derived SI units and the multiples and prefixes which are used in SI units. And also I told you what is the difference between mass and weight of an object. What is mass of an object? It is the quantity of matter present in the substance. It is always a constant quantity and it is a scalar quantity. So mass, what is mass? It is the amount of matter present in a substance. It is always a constant and it is a scalar quantity. Coming to the weight of an object, weight of an object is nothing but the gravitational force acting on an object or substance. It is not a constant quantity, it varies from place to place depending upon the gravitational force. And then it is a vector quantity, that means it has got both magnitude and direction. So the relationship between mass and weight is W is equal to mg, where W is equal to weight of an object and m is the mass of the substance and g is acceleration due to gravity. The unit of mass in SI unit is kg, but in our laboratories we will use smaller dimensions, namely grams. So 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams. Then coming to the temperature. Temperature is measured in 3 scales, namely degree Celsius, degree Fahrenheit and Kelvin. The relationship between degree Fahrenheit and degree Celsius is degree Fahrenheit equals 9 by 5 into degree centigrade plus 32. It is also equal to 1.8 into degree centigrade plus 32. So from this equation we can convert degree Celsius into Fahrenheit or Fahrenheit into degree Celsius. Then what is the relationship between Kelvin and degree Celsius? Kelvin temperature equals degree Celsius plus 273.15. So, and I have also give 1 or 2 examples how to convert from degree Celsius to Fahrenheit or from Fahrenheit to degree Celsius, and then Kelvin to degree Celsius and degree Celsius to Kelvin. So today we will study uncertainty in measurements. What is the meaning of uncertainty in measurements? So in the laboratory we are going to determine so many parameters. So the results obtained will be different for different students. So it may be due to manual defect, it may be due to instrumental defect, it may be due to environmental defect, so on and so forth. So therefore these things, the results obtained are uncertain. So uncertainty in measurement is obtained from these words. So first we will know what is scientific notation. Scientific notation, all these are all very important. Say for example, I have a very big number like this, that is 205012540. So this is a very big number. To write this very big number or to remember this very big number, it will become a difficult problem. Therefore, these big numbers are written in the form of exponents. Namely, say for example, here is the decimal point. This decimal point can be shifted to one place after the first digit. So say for example, this should be shifted to here. So how many digits we have moved towards left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So therefore this can be written as 2.05 into 10 to the power of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have moved 7 places to the left. So this can be written as 10 to the power of 7 after putting a decimal after first digit, that is 2.05. So this method of representing a number in this form is known as scientific notation. Also, this is very big number like this. Also very small numbers like 0.0002154. This is a very small number. So this number will also be represented in the form of an exponent. So this decimal point should be shifted to here after one digit. So this can be. So how many digits we have shifted from towards right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore, it can be written as 2.154 into 10 to the power of minus 4. If we move towards left side, we have to write 10 to the power of 7. If you move towards right side, it should be 10 to the power of minus 4. So, these writing big numbers or small numbers in this form is known as scientific notation. What is scientific notation? It is an exponential notation. It is an exponential notation of writing. It is an exponential notation of writing very big numbers and very small numbers. Very big numbers and very small numbers in the form of n into 10 to the power of small n. It is an exponential notation of writing very big numbers and very small numbers in the form of n into 10 to the power of 9 is called scientific notation, where small n is an exponent having positive or negative values, where small n 10 to the power of n, small n is an exponent having positive or negative values, and capital N is the number having the values between 1 to 9.9999. So this is scientific notation. What is scientific notation? It is an exponential notation. It is an exponential notation of writing very big numbers and very small numbers in the form of n into 10 to the power of small n, capital N to the power of capital N into 10 to the power of small n, where n is an exponent having the values positive or negative, and capital N is the number having the values between 1 to 9.999. Example: express the following numbers in scientific notation. Express the following numbers in scientific notation. Number 1, 2543.0 and number 2 0.0002154. So first one 2543.0. So this is a number. How to write it in scientific form, in scientific notation? So here is the decimal point. So in scientific notation we have to put the decimal point after one digit. So after one digit means this is the place where the decimal point has to be written. Is it not? So to put decimal point here, how many digits we have to shift towards left? We have to shift 3 digits towards left. So scientific notation is 2.543 into 10 to the power of 3. So here the decimal point is shifted 3 places shifted 3 places towards left and is expressed as 10 to the power of 3. If it is shifts towards left, it should be positive number 10 to the power of 3. Here the decimal point is shifted 3 places towards the left or shifted 3 digits towards left and is expressed at 10 to the power of 3. So the scientific notation of 2543.0 is equal to 2.543 into 10 to the power of 3. So what is the second number? This is 0.0002154. So what is the scientific notation? So we have to shift this decimal point after one digit, that means to here. Is it not? So this decimal point 0.0002154 decimal point should be shifted to here. Is it not? How many digits is that to shift? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 digits it has to shift, therefore it should be 2.154 into 10 to the power of minus 4. 10 to the power of minus. So this is scientific notation is. So here the decimal point is shifted 4 places or 4 digits shifted 4 digits towards right and is expressed as 10 to the power of minus 4. So here this decimal point has been shifted 2543.0 1, 2, 3. So it can be written as 2.43 into 10 to the power of 3. So this is very important. You will be asked in the examination, write the scientific notation of the following numbers. I will give you another examples. Example 2. Express the following express the following in scientific notation. Express the following in scientific notation. Number 1, 0.0048. Number 2, 23400, 0. Number 3, 8008. Number 4, 500.0. Number 6, 0.0125. 7, 254329. So 8th one, 6.0012. So this is the number. What is the scientific notation? Scientific notation. How to write the number, scientific notation? So here is the decimal point, 0.004. So it has to be shifted here. How many digits we have to shift? 1, 2, 3. Therefore, it can be written as 4.8 into 10 to the power of -3, since the decimal point is shifted towards right. So the answer is this one. So decimal point shifts 3 digits towards right. Towards right means 10 to the power of -3. Towards left, 10 to the power of plus. So this is equals. So in this number, where is the decimal point? Decimal point is here. Decimal point is here. It has to come to one place, one digit after. That means we have to write 2.34. 2.34. How many digits it has to shift? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So into 10 to the power of +5, because decimal point shifts 5 digits towards left. So what is this one here? 8.008. 8.008 into 10 to the power of 3. This is equals 5.000 into 10 to the power of 2. So shifted to 2 place. Here shifted to 3 place. Here it is shifted to 2 place. So this is equals 1.25 into 10 to the power of -2. Here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is equals 2.54329 into 10 to the power of 5 plus 5 into 10 to the power of plus 5. So here this is equals 6.0012. So the decimal is already at the place after first digit. So it cannot be simplified further. So this is how we can write scientific notations in the form of n into 10 to the power of small n. So this is in the form of n into 10 to the power of small n, where n may be a negative number or a positive number. If you get positive number, if the decimal place shifts towards left, and if you get negative numbers, if the decimal point shifts towards right. For smaller numbers, you will get negative signs. For bigger numbers, you will get positive signs of small n. And the value of n, you have to put decimal after first digit. After first digit. So this is how you have to write. You have to write scientific notations. Scientific notations. The second thing we have to learn in uncertainty in measurement is precision and accuracy. We have to know the meaning of. So in measurements we will come across two words, namely precision and accuracy. We have to understand what is the meaning of precision and accuracy. Precision and accuracy. Precision and accuracy. So this is important. So the definition of precision and accuracy will be asked. So I will give you one example. Suppose this is a piece of chalk and its actual weight or true weight is 2 grams. So weight of true weight of a piece of chalk equals 2 grams. 2 grams. So this is the actual weight or the true weight of this piece of chalk. Suppose I will call 3 students and tell them to weigh this piece of chalk. So what? Say they will report like this: measurement number 1, number 2 and average. Measurement. This is student X and then this is student Y and this is student Z. Student Z. So the first student, what is the actual weight or the true weight? The true weight of this piece of chalk is exactly 2 grams. I will call student X and I will tell him to give the weight of this chalk. He go to the weighing machine or the balance and he will report the weight like this. Say it is 1.94 gram in the first trial. In the second trial, say for example 1.93 gram in the first trial and 1.95 gram in the second trial. So he weighed 2 times. In the first time he reported it is 1.93 grams. In the second trial he reported 1.95 grams. So what is the average of these two? The average of these two. How to take the average? Add these two values and divided by 2, you will get average. So the average result is 1.94 gram. 1.94 gram. So I will call another student Y and tell him to weigh this piece of chalk. He reported 1.94 gram and 2.06 gram. 2.06 grams. What is the average? So this is let it be 0.05 gram. This is 1.995 gram. 1.995 gram. 1.99 gram. So I will call another student Z. What he reports is his report is 1.99 gram in the first trial. In the second trial, 2.01 gram in the second trial. So what is the average? His average is 2.00 gram. 2.00 gram. So look at the reports given by student X. So precision and accuracy. Precision and accuracy. So 1.93 and 1.95. 1.93 and 1.95 are almost close to each other, and his results are precise. His results are precise means his results are in agreement, or his results are close to each other. Closeness is nothing but precision. Closeness of the results is called precision. His results are precise, but his result is not coinciding with the actual value. Is not coinciding with the actual value. Therefore, it is not accurate. So his results are close to each other. Therefore, his results are precise, but his result is not coinciding with the actual weight. Therefore, it is not accurate. It is not accurate. Coming to the results of second student, his results are not close to each other. They are too vary. Therefore, his results are not close to each other and they are not precise and his result is not coinciding with the actual value, and it is not accurate also. It is not accurate also. Coming to the result of student Z, his results are very close to each other. Therefore, his results are precise and his average result is coinciding with the result actual value of the piece of chalk, and therefore it is also accurate. It is also accurate. So now, what is precision and what is accuracy? Precision means closeness of various measurements of the same quantity. Closeness of the various measurement of the same quantity is called precision. Then what is accuracy? Agreement of the result. Agreement of the result with the agreement of the particular value. Agreement of the particular value or the measured value with the true value. Agreement of the measured value or agreement of the particular value to the true value. To the true value is called accuracy. This is the definition of precision and accuracy. What is precision? Closeness of various measurements. Closeness of various measurements of. Closeness of the various measurements of the same quantity. closeness of the various measurements. These measurements are very close to each other. These measurements for the same material, these results are the different weights of the same material which are close to each other. Therefore, these results are called precise. These results are precise results. That means closeness of the various measurements of the same quantity is called precision. So, write down what is precision. Precision. Closeness of the various measurements of the same quantity. Closeness of the various measurements of the same quantity is called precision. Closeness of the various measurements of the same quantity is called precision. Then what is accuracy? Accuracy. It is the agreement of the particular value or measured value. Agreement of the it is the agreement of the particular value or the measured value with the true value of the result is called it is the agreement of the particular value with the true value of the result, or you can write down the agreement of the particular value with the true value of the result is called accuracy. So understand the definitions of precision and accuracy. Precision is the closeness of various measurements. Closeness of the various measurements for the same quantity. Closeness of the various measurement for the same quantity is called precision. Agreement of the measured value with the true value of the result is called accuracy. So now example, this is the example. Let the true weight of a piece of chalk is 2 grams. 2 grams. The results obtained by 3 students are as follows. The true weight of a piece of chalk equals 2 grams. The results obtained by 3 students